Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's happened! I didn't get alpha. Still salty about that. But we did get the monk trees. Now, I did get a look at them beforehand. Or at least I did a cursory glance. We did not get Chi Explosion. We did not get controllable clones. Our prayers on those have not been answered. However, we're going to go over these trees, specifically the Windwalker tree. I don't care too much about the other ones. So, you choose Windwalker, you start off with Rising Sun Kick, which is great. Calming Presence, that's just kind of boring. We can take Tiger's Lust, and over here it's a roll. I'm guessing that adds a charge of roll. What are we missing if we don't go with Soothing Mist? Because personally, I don't feel like going with Soothing Mist. Although it does help with Revivify. We're missing Elusive Mist. Elusive Mist is nothing. Tiger Tail Sweep and the recharge of Roll, unless we don't get Roll baseline. And then that's Heavy Air. So we'll take Tiger's Lust because it gives us Paralysis and reduces the cooldown of Paralysis by 15 seconds. Wait. Yeah, okay, so that makes it a 30-second cooldown. Disable, we don't need to take Disable. I mean, we might just to be able to get to the points required here. Ferocity of Zuen, damage dealt. Ooh, it's super good. Ooh. Oh my god, that makes it instant cast. Okay, there, because also we needed this to be able to move down here. Chi Wave or Chi Burst? I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll come back to that, because that also gives us Rollout and Close to the Heart, which just for the leech might be useful. But here we get Fortifying Brew, which is great. Spearhand Strike, which is great. Healers now have really easy access to an interrupt. That's just perfect. We can take Transcendence Transfer. We don't need to, but we kind of want it if we want Ring of Peace and then Eye of the Tiger. Down to Windwalking. So this is kind of useful. Over here is Provoke and Diffuse Magic. But we don't have to take that because we can take this. We can get down there. All we're really missing out on if we don't take Transcendence is Ring of Peace. So you'll definitely want that in a dungeon. I mean, that's just really good. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll do that later. So this is cooldown reduced by 2 minutes. What's that? Fortifying Brew, yeah? Fortifying Brew. Let's assume it's the 3-minute cooldown right now. So that'll make it a 1-minute cooldown. Celerity or Chi Torpedo, not choosing any of that there. Fast Feet, just because. We can take Dampen Harm. Now, Diffuse Magic is over there, which you'll be wanting for certain fights. How many points? We spent 15. We need 20. So we'll take Chi Wave just to pick up Diffuse Magic. Touch of Death, because why not? Expel Harm. Expel Harm is interesting. We might not have to take it. Dampen Harm. How many points do we have? We need to spend one more point to be able to move down. So, yeah, we'll take Expel Harm. Because I don't see any need in having a roll out. So, we can now get Fatal Touch, which I think turns Touch of Death into a 1-minute ability. Yep, it turns Touch of Death into a 1-minute ability. Wait, did they change this? Oh, okay. Well, that sucks. You essentially have to talent into it to get the execute. Whatever, that's fine. Generous Pour, maybe? Save them all. When your healing spells heal more than 3 people below, heal for an additional percentage. Summon Jade Serpent Statue. That's only if you're healing, and I'm not really looking at healing. After you use Transcendence Transfer again, ignoring it cooldown. I mean, that's good for soloing, I guess. Resonant Fists. I'm guessing we're gonna get fucking a Zuen statue, which I think would be really cool, because we've got the other statues. Give us a Zuen statue. Or give us a choice over here with make it between Jade Serpent and Spinning Crane. Bounce back. Okay. That can be really good for solos. How many points do we still have? We still have 3 points, right? Let's do it. There we go. That's a decent class tree. Like, we don't know what that's going to be, so I can't say we'll take it. Here over in the... Sorry, here over in the Windwalker tree, we have the wonderful Fist of Fury. I'm going to adjust this a little bit so we can see it. I just got back. Come on, guys. Give me a break. Touch of Karma because Touch of Karma. Ascension because why not? Power Strikes just because. So this is where we're going to run into some problems, right? Because we've already spent 4 out of the 8 points. Flying Serpent Kick is just too good. Fist of Fury damage increase. We don't need Feather of 100 focus. We just can't move down because I haven't chosen anything. Oh. Oh, that can be really good. That can be really good because if you go this way, you're already getting a 1-minute Touch of Death. That can be really good. Mark of the Crane. You'll want the Mark of the Crane if you do any AoE. That's just good. Right? I'm thinking that means Blackout Kick. Or, Rising Sun Kick. I'm thinking that means Rising Sun Kick. I'll assume it does. Inner Peace. We don't really need Inner Peace after Ascension. We don't need to rock 130 energy. We're not going to pick up Dance of Chi-Ji if we're not picking up Mark of the Crane. We do want to pick up Drinking Horn cover just because Storm, Earth, and Fire Serenity. So they need to remove these connections, or they need to move this talent like over here and then have different connections. We definitely want Glory of the Dawn. Glory of the Dawn was a really good ability. We definitely want this. This will go down into... I don't know if we want Spiritual Focus. But we will pick up Jade Ignition just to get Strike of the Windlord. We definitely want Teachings of the Monastery. That is really good that Windwalker gets Teachings of the Monastery. What's this? Touch of Death has Deals 40% increased damage and can be used a second time within 5 seconds before the cooldown is triggered. Yeah, okay, we'll pick that up. See, I don't like Bone Dust Brew. So, this is the AoE section. I'm okay with that being the AoE section, right? I've still got 8 points. Oh, fuck, we've only got 8? Okay. Okay, let's see what we can do here with 8 points. 8 points. Okay. We want Rising Star. Okay, I forgot Feline Stomp. This would be your like single target one, right? Single target, you know, build up your abilities. 1,000% extra, or no, 2,000% extra Jade Lightning damage. I don't know if that'd be worth it, because you'd be giving up some talent somewhere for it. Would it be better than Hit Scheme? Very possibly, but would you take Hit Scheme along with Teachings of the Monastery? Maybe not, because you'd be getting more resets. Okay. Because you'd be doing Tiger Palm. That's a 40-second cooldown, which kind of sucks. The Whirling Dragon Punch. We don't have our 3 builder. You want Zuin's Bond. You don't want that. That's an AoE ability. We don't know what that's going to be. You want Fury of Zuin. You want Empowered Tiger Lightning. You're never going to get a full 10 stack out of that. Okay, they gave us the non-gimped version. Kiefer's Skyreach. I mean, that could be good. But you definitely want Invoker's Delight. Okay. Okay, so that's all of the points, right? That's all of the points. Now, are there some points that we could not take? Yes, we could choose to not take Flying Serpent Kick. However, Flying Serpent Kick is always useful. So, what's this build lacking? I'll tell you what it's lacking. It's lacking any form of AoE outside of Fist of Fury and Whirling Dragon Punch. This will be your single target style. Now, there are some abilities that I'm wondering, like, you know, Open Palm Strikes, we might want. But in order to get that, we'd have to give up something. I'm thinking Hidden Master's Forbidden Touch. But that all depends on if, for the Windwalker, Touch of Death is just... Touch of Death. Instantly killing creatures if they have. Deals damage equal to 35%. Spawns 3 G-Spheres. You see, that's what I'm wondering. It's possible that Touch of Death isn't anywhere near as good as I'm giving credit for it, right? So it's possible, in at least this build, that we wouldn't take Meridian Strikes and we wouldn't take Hidden Master's Forbidden Touch. Now, if we don't take those two, could we get Kiefer's Skyreach? Yeah, we could. But if we're talking about just having more single target damage, we'd do this for Last Emperor's Capacitor, because this just gives you more single target damage, right? So as you can see, this entire side of the tree is essentially focused on empowering Zuen, empowering Fist of Fury, and all that. So this empowers those abilities. If you go over here, however, you get Spinning Crane Kick power-ups. You get Shadow Boxing Treads, which is really good because it increases the damage by 50%. I could be wrong on how Hit Scheme itself works. Like, it could just be a typo, but it might not be. We also don't need to take that inner piece talent. But that puts us under 20, doesn't it? So I don't. We might take spiritual focus, but that would really. That's only got one charge. Is one of these talents giving it a second charge? Because if it's only got one charge, we really don't want to fuck with the cooldown of it. Because, well... No, yeah. Okay, if it's only got one charge, we fuck with the cooldown of it. We fuck with the cooldown of it. If it only has one charge, we fuck with the cooldown of it. Because that way you might be able to squeeze in 2 Storm, Earth, and Fires. Maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that buffs it that just wasn't placed in, which is fine. Kind of. It's a little annoying, right? Like right here, Jade Ignition. One thing I wish they did about Jade Ignition was just give us Chi Explosion. Make it an ability. Make it like tied to Spinning Crane Kick. But I really like all of the abilities over here, in that they are 100% AoE focused, right? So you've got Spinning Crane Kick, radius increase, Mark of the Crane, Shadow Boxing Tread, which is a little cleave, Dance of Chi G, which is Dance of Chi G. You know, a cleaving Touch of Death. Or, no, that's the cooldown increase. Rushing Jade Wind, which is really good and can replace... it can replace Blackout Kick in some situations. Where it's like, you know... Crane Vortex, Spinning Crane Kick damage. There's the cleaving thing. Bone Dust Brew, which is okay. Proc chance 50%. Bone Dust Brew, and when Bone Dust Brew deals shadow damage, it's reduced by 0.5 seconds. There you go. Calculated Strikes, which is great. So that boosts the Spinning Crane Kick bonus from Mark of the Crane by a lot. Hang on a minute. Okay. So yeah, so this is really cool. Again, like I said, I'm just a little upset. You know, maybe place talent over here that allows us to control the clones. Make Jade Ignition over here because it's connected to Spinning Crane Kick. So take Jade Ignition, put it over here, and then take Shadow Boxing Treads and put it over there. So that's how you do that, right? You want your Blackout Kick abilities, even if they add a little cleave, over here with the rest of single target. I'm not too happy about Feline Stomp. I don't like the ability. That's just me. But I can say Blizzard, it's pretty solid tree, like 7 out of 10 for me. Because if they had any of my favorites, right? Like if we kept the 3 Chi Builder, if we kept Controlled Clones, if we had Chi Explosion, I'd be happy. In fact, you know what? Over here, this under construction, give it Chi Explosion. Give us Chi Explosion. I don't care what you have to do. I really do like the fact that the statues are now talents. Don't get me wrong, I love that. But give me Chi Explosion. So this is the build that I would use, personally. You guys might use something different, which is 100% understandable. I am by no means a I am by no means a master of the monk. I do not know the perfect things for the monk. I just know what feels good. And what feels good for me is the Chi Explosion builds from WAD. I understand that we have had the game longer without controlled clones and without Chi Explosion. Like, Chi Explosion was a one expansion thing. I get that we've had the game longer without them, but personally, I still prefer it. I still prefer it. So give me like Chi Explosion here, or give me some, like Chi Explosion being there would probably be a really good idea. I really do like everything else that they have in this tree. It is a really solid tree. It is. It is a really solid tree. I don't like power strikes, but that could just be me. 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, that could just be me. I might just personally not like power strikes. Because that's every 15 seconds, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, it deals extra damage, but it's still Tiger Palm. I could still put that in Meridian Strikes. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what Babs and the rest of the monk community comes up with, because they'll definitely come up with something better than the dude that has had almost no sleep. Anyways, tell me what you guys think. I just realized that like half of the class tree isn't shown, but that's fine, because as you can see, I didn't choose anything on the class tree.